So, hello everybody, I just released ConvertWithMoss 15.1 and besides some fixes for Maschine 2 and 3, I added also support for the old format for Maschine 1 because I was curious about that and it's a very funny format, but we don't want to get into these details. But I renamed now Maschine MSND to simply Maschine Sound because it can now read both the old version, the MSND, as well as a new version, MXSND. But you can switch off to scan for the old format or you can enable it because there are several libraries which have files in both formats. So you would get duplicates. So if you have such a library you want to convert, you can simply switch off that option and then you get only one file. Yeah, but let's give that a try. So let's try to convert some old MSND files into, let's say, some SFZ, or you could also use it to convert it into a new version of Maschine. So if you want to have them in version 2 or 3 format to bring them up to date, you could use ConvertWithMoss for exactly that task. But nevertheless, let's go with SFZ to showcase the conversion to a completely different format. And let's go with that. And yeah, that's enough. We don't need too many files. It's just the demo. And let's open the output folder. And here we have our results. And we can pull them in. And let's give that a listen. Sounds nice. But we could also do the other way around. So if you have a very old computer running still Maschine 1 or 1.8, you can create also now this format with ConvertWithMoss because I could. If you're using that, please write me down in the comments. I would be really curious if someone is still using that. Nevertheless, I could install it on my computer on the latest Windows 11. It's still running nicely, but sadly, it's no longer possible to activate it. So we need to be quick before the demo time limit jumps in and we can no longer run the software. But nevertheless, we want to show the output. So let's convert some of my contact pads as usual. The demo I do, let's convert them to Maschine 1. So I have now the option also to choose Maschine 1 from the list of output formats, which was grayed out in the first release. And let's go. And we're getting some converted pads. And also that's enough. And let's close that down. And again, let's check the output folder. And we have here lots of pads in MSND format, which can be imported nicely into Maschine 1, but I could not really fix that, how it locates the files. So you have to locate the sample folder manually. And this behaves a bit erratic. Sometimes you have to do that twice to really, which also shows a different dialog then. So I did not really get what's going on with that. And now we can select the folder again, and now it should work fine. Yeah, okay, we got the sound, and let's again give that a listen. And this sounds also great. Yeah, if you're using that old version, tell me down in the comments. I would be curious about that. And until next time, make some funky music.